Hi and welcome to this week's Energy Forecast. I am Rachel Thompson-Phillips and the forecast is for February the 26th through to March the 4th, yet another month nearly over. So the cards for this week are Monday and Tuesday is clairvoyance, Wednesday through till Friday is energy, and Saturday and Sunday is all about gratitude. So the overall theme for this week is about personal power. So let's go in and discuss how the cards work in coincidence with the theme. So Monday and Tuesday is all about noticing that there are signs and synchronicities that are occurring for you on a visual forefront. So most people think clairvoyant is just all about, seeing a video or a movie player or some type of image pull up in front of your third eye. And it does have that component most definitely. But it is also the recognition that your intuition is coming through to you through visual signs. So to look for things like license plates, stickers on the back of cars, animals, numbers, regular posts that you're seeing on Facebook. Anything that is a visual element is a way in which your intuition is connecting with you to help you learn and also stand up for your own personal power. You'll be given beautiful signs along the way to be able to say, hey, this is another step for you to be able to take to make, not so much make you, but help you shift into that place where you feel really comfortable being able to express your own personal power. So look out for all these signs because they're there, they're everywhere. If we allow ourselves to see out past what's just in front of us. So it's a time to consider, are you not seeing the signs, or are you seeing the signs, but you're afraid to take that leap of faith and back yourself 100% with whatever it is that's stirring within you? Because this card, the card of clairvoyance, always reminds me of that beautiful saying, what you are seeking is seeking you. So you have sent out an intention or really are putting a lot of energy behind what it is that you would like to attract and magnetize into your world at this point. And the universe is co-creating with you by sending you these signs. So look around for them, become aware of them, notice how they're playing out. I'll just share a little bit of a story. Last night when I was doing some work, I had a few ideas that were playing around in my mind. And this moth came and landed on me, and I was like, whenever a creepy crawly lands on you, you try and flick it off and that. And I flicked it off and it came back again. I flicked it off and it came back again. So I actually got up and moved seats from where I was working, because I was like, well, obviously the moth likes that particular area, and off I went. And it came and landed on me again, and I was like, it was really shitting me off, to be honest. And then I decided I'll make myself a cup of coffee, and I opened up the pantry, the light came on, and another moth came at me. And I was like, okay, that's a sign. And for me, that message that came from is that light, moths are always attracted to the light, always go towards the light, was my message that I took from it. And for me, light was about staying positive, believing in myself, knowing to have hope and faith. And the reason I just shared with you that little story is because you just never know where these signs are going to come from. So don't get caught up on where they're coming from. Look at the message that's been relayed back to you on ways in which for you to be able to stand in your personal power. So bringing us through to Wednesday and Friday, this is where things get really exciting, because your personal power is about your energy as well. Where we give our focus becomes our energy, and our energy is like our DNA imprint. You can pick up on someone's energy way before you even get to know that person. So it's really important to become very, very mindful, because as this card goes from Wednesday to Friday, Friday is when we move into we would have already been moving in, but Friday is the day where we move into a full moon. And the full moon can, if you are quite sensitive to the moon and in its cycles, it can create a heightened level of sensitivity. And this is where we need to be mindful and come back in and ask ourselves, what is it that I need right at this point, so that I can maintain my own personal power in a way that comes across as nurturing, as beautiful, as empowered, as allowing me to express that vulnerability, and working from a mode in where you get to decide the way in which you want to distribute your energy. How do you want your personal power to come across to people? And it's also about remembering to have a level of understanding where you can step back and go, am I giving my personal power away in certain areas? Am I feeling that I am less of or don't have as much to contribute in other certain circles in my life? Am I feeling disempowered in my relationship? Am I feeling disempowered in my work? Am I disempowering my own self by allowing myself to believe that I am disempowered? These are all of these beautiful things that will come up as we come into the full moon cycle, because the beauty of the moon is that she sheds light on areas where we need to I try not to use the word need to and have to, because that comes from a place of you either get it right or you're wrong, and I really don't mean to imply that, but the beautiful full moon is at its biggest capacity of energy, hence why the energy card for Wednesday and Friday. And that magnificent light bathes into every element of ourselves. So anything that we have been hiding, anything that we have been suppressing, anything that we have been pushing down and shoving and not giving a voice is going to come up in the cycle of the full moon. So any place that you may have been feeling really disempowered is going to come to the surface and offer you new ways of being and new ways of doing. Because when you can come from that really objective point of view where there's no judgment, you can go, yeah, I'm feeling really disempowered in this area, but how can I flip that around so I feel incredibly empowered and bring all parts of myself to this current situation so I can change that? Because the moon is it's shedding away those lower vibrating frequencies. And you'll find that last week there seemed to be a lot of disturbance around imbalance. And so therefore that can give you a little bit of light into current things that the full moon and your intuition and the universe is co-creating and giving you ways to be able to see that there is new ways of being, new ways of doing. So you may find that the energy card may be coming up for you because you may be pushing too hard and you may need to step back and move into that flow state. Are you hiding and it's time to come out and allow that light to shine on you? Are there ways in which you're being that want to work from, and so therefore look at new creative ways in which you can move into your own light and feel that vibration of energy starting to, I want to use the word roar, it's like bubbling underneath the surface, that it's like saying, hey, I really don't want to be or be doing certain things anymore. How can I create change around that so you become empowered and your focus becomes on solutions, not the problem? The full moon is not about shedding lights on our problem. That is the superficial surface. It's about going deeper in and going, okay, this situation has been brought to the surface for me, but what is going on for me at a core level? And fix and find us a beautiful solution at the core level, because that is where change actually always begins, is at a core level. If you get stuck in the superficial, you'll get caught up in the drama, you'll get caught up in your disempowering emotions and fall into traps of that victimization, victim mindset. And that is not empowering. We want to be able to come from that place where we feel really empowered, but if we are moving into that energy of our feminine energy, where we are becoming empowered by that feminine energy, we can be and approach situations in a beautiful, gentle manner and still bring through a great deal of strength. Times are changing. We don't need to be screaming and yelling and to just get our point of view across. So it's a really good time to be able to manage and maintain and go in and observe where your energy is being expended. It's also a time of being able to recognize that if your energy is becoming disturbed through the full moon and through that cycle, go in and ground yourself. The more you stay grounded, there's more clarity, there's more equilibrium within your own physical structure in your mind, body, and emotions, which allows you to become solution focused and bring more clarity to the direction in which you want to be able to, or the approach that you want to be able to take at this point, and do that with conviction. And conviction is done from a subtle way. It's not about scream and yell, okay, as I mentioned. As I said, the full moon is about my favorite time of the year, every month, sorry, is about rituals. So it's a time where we get to go in and honor those ritualistic elements within ourselves, honoring that, I call it my inner witchy poo, where you are giving yourself permission to express yourself on every level through ritual. So it's a time to be able to put your cards, your crystals, any of your healing tools that you use, and put them out underneath the moonlight so that she can cleanse away all that lower vibrating dense energy that may be getting stuck in those tools. So it creates this new amazing space so that you can reset the intentions, reset the energy vibration that comes through those tools and resources that you're using on a consistent basis, and breathe new energy into them because everything is being cleared away. So it's also a really great time to be able to do full moon burning ceremonies. Love that shit. Burn it up. Love it. So as you can see, I am a big buff of burning ceremonies. I love the element of burning away the old, about creating that environment where I get to honor and validate all of the things that are important to me, and also really harness and embrace my beliefs. And so therefore, if that is something that you would like to do, on Wednesday I will be putting out the full moon ritual empowerment workbook to be able to give you a time to go through and process and have a look at things that you would like to surrender and let go, and create that same beautiful environment to be able to harness your own inner witchy poo. So which allows us to come through to be able to have this place of gratitude. As the full moon brings things to the surface, it is the time to bring in our gratitude, because the moon, the universe, and our intuition are bringing these things to the surface because they're saying you have evolved so much. You don't need to hold on to these things anymore. You have moved past this place, and the more you're holding on to the old, there is very limited space in which the new can come through. So we bring through the blessings to be able to recognize and give thanks for the lessons that have been revealed to us, for the experiences that our soul committed to before we were incarnated and came into this world, to be able to see that we are moving through and we're staying on track, that we're staying in alignment with our own truth, we're honoring our own personal power, and to give thanks for all of the great things that are working in your world. Because this coming week you're going to be shown and given beautiful ways to be able to see what's working for you and to keep doing more of that, and to also have a look at what is not working and flip that around and use that solution focus, and along with the signs, and bringing through that empowered energy to be able to create change on a level that aligns you back with your own truth, so that you feel good on a consistent basis. As they say, gratitude is the best attitude. So it's that really beautiful time to be able to come in and have a look at all of the great things that already exist within your world. Gratitude is that moment where we really connect in with ourselves and be able to really honor the whole journey for which you have been on, because it is what has created you to be the magnificent person that you are today. And it's a time of giving thanks, to honor the universe that is working with you, to give thanks to your own intuition and your soul, saying, I am listening and I am learning and I am here to seek your wisdom and guidance. And thank you so much for sharing the insight to be able to help me stay on track for my own passion and purpose. So it's a really beautiful week where we're going to have so many amazing shifts, and to let go of those walls of resistance and allow ourselves to come into our own personal power. So I wish everyone an incredibly amazing, amazing week. Much love to you all. And remember, signs are there everywhere. Move into the space of becoming, stepping into your own personal power, and then give thanks for all of the amazing things, for the lessons that you've been shown, and for the person that you have grown into. Because remember, you are the person that you are because you are the one that is doing the work behind the scenes. So first of all, give thanks to you for honoring your truth. So take care, have an amazing week, and enjoy your full moon. Take care, guys.